Hi, everybody. I'm Bob Marone for Westchester Talk Radio. We're live this evening at the Sonesta Hotel in White Plains, New York. We're here for the 914 Inc. Magazine Best of Business Awards. We're produced this evening by Shaw Creative and made possible by our community-minded sponsors: White Plains Hospital, Hightower Westchester, Robeson Energy, Michael Labriola Inc., and Tompkins Mayo Pack Bank. And it gives me an awful lot of pleasure, Matt Seiko, to have as our first guest this evening our friends at Millionaire. And Millionaire is a fixed-based operator out of White Plains Airport here in Westchester. And we're here with the operations manager, Brian King. Good evening, Brian. How are you?
I'm good. Thanks for having me.
I want your job.
I know. I'm happy to be talking to another plane aficionado.
Oh, my goodness.
You know what I'm talking about.
Gracious,
We
yes.
can bore these people for hours.
No, we're not going to bore them because planes are fun and they're interesting and they're vital to the to the transportation industry. Tell us about Millionaire first, and then we'll talk about some of the things going on at your airport operation.
So, again, Millionaire is a fixed-based operator at Westchester County Airport. We have 33 locations worldwide. We've been in White Plains since 2008. We recently opened a new facility 2 years ago. It's a beautiful new facility. It has a brand new 52,000 square foot hangar, an existing 15,000 square foot hangar, and a wonderful 20,000 square foot FBO. To everybody out there, FBO is a fixed base operation. It's pretty much a private terminal for private aircraft, but not just private aircraft. We do a number of different things at our facility. We do charity flights. We do hospital flights. White Plains Hospital has a lot of their medical flights in and out of us. We do a number of different things for the community as a facility as well, which you guys will come to see. It's a wonderful space.
You know I'm going to come out there to see it.
Yeah, you're going to come hang out with me.
Absolutely. Let's get into the kinds of, and I realize there are privacy issues. We can't know who your clients are. But what kinds of clients do you have, and what kind of aircraft do you service there at your FBO?
So Millionaire, we service everything. We service everything down from a Cessna 152, which is a small light trainer. We have a flight school there, performance flight, where people can get their ratings. We have everything up to a 737-800 for sports charters. We have different local college teams that fly in and out of us. And we have everything from the average Joes to, the top 1%, and everybody in between. Now,
let's talk a little bit about your flight school, only because I'm familiar with them. Yours is unique, I understand, in terms of the type of aircraft that you use to train people.
So it's not our school. It's a tenant of ours, Performance Flight. They're an amazing company that's been with us for a long time. They fly SR-20s and SR-22s. It's a great experience to get overall from start to finish. But anyone that comes by, you can give them a test ride.
I just want to mention the SR-21 and 22. Those are airplanes made by Cirrus.
Yes.
And they have parachutes, folks. I like that idea.
They have a hell of a backup plan, yeah. You can pull the parachute.
Right, but an extraordinary new age aircraft, really. Now, you mentioned earlier charity and hospital flights. Now, obviously, you're in business to make a living, as we all are. But, Brian, you guys have somehow affiliated yourselves with various charities. Tell us about that, why you do it, how it works.
So, again, the word FBO stands for fixed base operation, but the terminal that we built at this facility is unlike anything in the country. It's pretty much a gateway for Westchester County. It's used to, accept aircraft, again, from a little plane to a large sports charter, but it's also designed to host things for the community, different events. Westchester Business Council hosted many events there. We've had cocktail hours for people. We've given spaces for people to hold any one event they have. It's really just a place where people can come, they can meet, they can fly in and out. Again, our customers, vary from different types of people, but when you see the facility that we built here at Westchester, it's not just a private terminal for rich people, it's for the community.
Now, is Millionaire solely dedicated to Westchester County, or do you have facilities at other airports as well?
We have 33 locations. I believe we're at 33 locations right now. worldwide. Millionaires is a franchise operation. It's different than any other fixed-base operator. Big names, like Signature or Ross or Atlantic. It's more of a corporate operation. Our group, there's about nine FBOs in our group. So it's White Plains, Tallahassee, Florida, Albany, New York. We're in Austin, Texas. We're in Houston. We're in Gulfport. We're in Indy. We're all over the place.
Now, a lot of people listening to us may be interested in your services, and they may also not be aware of what a private fixed-based operator in the airport does, this kind of a facility. What's it like to fly in on a biz jet or a private jet into your hangar, into your facility, your tarmac?
So I think the thing that separates us from other companies, and it's a term you see a lot, you see it printed all over my business card, it's the Millionaire Experience. Whether you're flying a 737 or a Cessna 152, like me and you would be in. But it's an experience. When you land on the ground, what our team is we're here to greet you and finish off that experience. Or if you're going out. Someone once taught me a long time ago, when someone's flying, it's one of the most intimate moments of their life. Either you with your friends, you with your family, you have an important business trip, you could be on a medical flight. Our team is there to make sure that your experience is seamless and to make sure that the pilots are flying in and getting all that work. We're that last part of your leg. We're going to make sure it's easy for you.
Now, I sort of know the answer to this, but for our listeners, what's it like to check in at a private facility like yours, and how is the security clearance performed?
Well, the security is different when you look at different charters. Everybody is used to going through the main terminal, going through TSA, going through checkpoints. Private's different, but it doesn't mean that there's no security. Westchester County Airport is very blessed to have Westchester Precinct 1 on hand. We have a large security presence between my team and Westchester County Police. We have the wonderful members of AVPorts, Airport Operations, who manage the field. So there is still a high-level security, but it's a much easier process. If you're going out to your own personal aircraft, you can simply walk out with proper badging or check in with our team to go out the door. For larger charters, again, you're able to drive your vehicle ramp side after it's been checked by our team. So there are security measures in place, but it's not the same you'd expect from a large commercial operation.
It's done a lot more quickly, isn't it? And a little easier on your clients.
It is. And it's, again, for some of our clients, too, you're paying for the experience to go through something simple like that. But also a lot of our medical flights. We have flights that come in for organ transplants or hospital flights. We're able to have the ambulance on standby. So once the plane lands, the patient can go directly to the ambulance and go right to the hospital. That's a big thing that people don't really see is Millionaire is heavily involved in air ambulance or organ transplant flights or medical flights.
Let's talk a little bit about the smaller flights where you have someone who's particularly has a particular condition or an organ shipping flight. What are those like, and who do you do that for typically, or what type of a facility do you do that for?
We do it for all different things. There's a number of different charter operators out there that specialize in medical flights. Patients that have a certain surgery. We're blessed to be in New York, in the New York area that has a lot of great hospitals. Westchester Medical, Siloam Catarina in the city. There's a lot of specialized doctors that people get treatment here. And there's different charter companies that specialize in fly-in doctors for different procedures or bringing in patients. Or there's a lot of great companies out there like PALS, which is Patient Airlift Services, where there's wonderful individuals that donate their time, their money, their aircraft to pick up children or people that have a certain disease or medical attention, to pick them up and fly them in and out of the airport on their own dime.
Now, we understand that your organization, Millionaire, does some of the charity, if you will, pro bono as well. What kinds of work do you guys do in that regard?
We use our facility for a number of different reasons to allow people to host events, to bring media attention to themselves. We also waive the fees when we have an aircraft coming in. A big thing that made me stick with this company, and my owner always says that, Millionaire is a home away from home. And it's a company that we take the passion for aviation, that's what our employees do, and it's a passion for people. Flights like that are really special to me because we're able to, touch these people's lives in a certain way. And to answer your question, how we help people, yeah, we'll waive the fees, we'll help out, but the biggest thing we help people is we make sure at that time in that moment when they need help, we're there to help them. We're make that transition easy for people.
Let's move to international flights for a moment. If I fly in from Japan on my Honda jet, I wish that's my imaginary jet, folks, if you're wondering.
Yeah.
How do you perform the customs clearances, or do you have to channel them through a different terminal?
Unfortunately, right now, they are located next door at the terminal next to us at Signature.
That's not too bad.
No. So the aircraft will land. The rules are they have to schedule 24 hours prior.
Mm-hmm.
You can't just pop in the country. They're greeted by a customs agent. The passengers are walked inside. Their bag is scanned. Their IDs are scanned. There's some things here and there. You still have to go through the entire process. There's no skipping steps with that side. You get the same treatment as anybody else does.
Okay, but the point I wanted to make is you do handle international flights when it's appropriate as well.
We do international flights. We do. We're certified to handle regulated garbage. So you would not check in through us. You would check in through U.S. Customs. You would file a flight plan. Once the aircraft is checked and done, then yes, our team would service your aircraft, bring it to our ramp, and we finish the last leg of your flight.
Now, is a private FBO like yours that is servicing these kinds of clients, I realize you're open all night, but do you get a lot of night flights, or are they mostly during the day?
The only night flights we generally get are medical flights. The airport has they just updated our noise ordinance program. They don't accept flights usually after 11 o'clock at night.
I see.
We try to be kind to our neighbors, okay? Nobody wants to hear us, a 737 flying over at midnight. Generally speaking, though, it is medical flights we get late at night. Again, either it's an air ambulance flight for a patient or it's an organ flight flying doctors out. Again, at any moment they could go and they come back.
Fascinating. Mm-hmm. All right, before we leave, let me remind people of who you are. He is Brian King from Millionaire Air, one of the best of business winners at the 914 Inc. event, which is here at the Sonesta Hotel in White Plains, New York. I'm Bob Marone with Matt Zako for Westchester Talk Radio. Before you leave, if people are interested in your services or want to know more about any aspect of those services, how do they get a hold of you folks?
Well, they can look on our website at millionaire.com. You'll see the contact information for our local FBO. Our contact information is there through our main desk. You guys can give a call. We're always looking to have people interested in aviation. It's an amazing field. I kind of just fell into it, but I've been here for 7 years and I'm not going anywhere. As you know, you get kind of bit by the aviation bug.
I have a very, very bad case of it, as you know.
Me and you are going to keep talking more about this, I'm sure.
Absolutely. And I will be out to see you, and hopefully we at Westchester Talk Radio will come out and talk to you again.
We'd be happy to have you.
Have the equipment. Thank you so very much. And again, my guest, Brian King. I said yes.
Thank you.
Brian, thank you very much from all of us here at Westchester Talk Radio. He's the operations manager. He's got a sidekick who's filming some of this. Thank you very much. Thank you for being on.
Thank you for having me.
Westchester Talk Radio. Have a great day.